everyone, and welcome back to another video. I am so excited to be filming this today because I am finally ready to reboot the weight loss series that I started way back in the day with a little bit less information and experience than I have now, and definitely a much more subpar camera. As I'm sure a lot of you know who have watched my previous videos, I was tortured by an eating disorder for over 10 years. It took up most of my adolescence and early adulthood, and that whole experience started because at the age of 12, I realized that I was a little overweight, and I took the advice of weight loss experts and fitness magazines, and I put myself onto a calorie-restricted diet, which is what pretty much everyone says you have to do in order to lose weight. And I did indeed lose weight, but then I started a, like I said, decades-long process of losing, gaining, losing, gaining, losing, and regaining the weight that I had lost. And as that process went on, I became more and more desperate, and I started looking for disordered eating patterns that would help me to suppress my weight. And this process of extreme caloric restriction that ultimately led to purging behaviors as well sunk me into a health hole that I was afraid I was never going to get out of. And I am not alone in this experience, because studies show that 98% of people who attempt to lose weight end up regaining it all back, usually some extra on top of that, and the prevalence of disordered eating habits among my peers is almost universal. And so I am very pleased to be rebooting the weight loss series now with the very clear intention of shifting our focus from our physical appearance, the shape or size of our bodies, or the number that we see on the scale, instead to a focus on our long-term health and well-being and the quality of our day-to-day experiences of life. Because when we shift our focus to really nourishing our bodies and protecting our long-term health, as well as paying attention to our capacity to enjoy ourselves and feel really vibrantly alive and connected to the lives that we're living, what happens is a truly significant shift on the inside, and that shift will be reflected on the outside. And to be perfectly honest with you, there's just no other way to live. Obsessing about your weight is miserable. Being on a perma diet is miserable, and it doesn't work. But I'm so happy to say that there actually is a way to have it all. You can have a body whose physical appearance pleases you, and that body can be extremely healthy and vibrant and comfortable to live in, and very well fed. You can learn to operate from a place of self-compassion and deep acceptance while you pursue goals to improve the physical experience that you have in your body. It is absolutely possible to give yourself the gift of physical health and emotional well-being while you pursue the goal of weight loss. And I am so freaking stoked to explore the possibilities with you. And I think now is the perfect time because, yes, I did plan my outfit to match this book. Very soon, Dr. Greger's new book, How Not to Diet, is going to come out. I have literally had it on pre-order, 2 copies, for the last 6 months, but I was quite honored to be one of the recipients of an advanced copy of this book so that I can dive into it a little bit early and be prepared to dive into it with you guys when it comes out in December. So over the last few years, I've been doing my own research and coming to, most of the same conclusions that are found in this book, although this is just like a condensed and truly expanded version of what I have learned and what I have experienced myself as I have engaged in my own weight loss journey. And to be perfectly honest, I cannot wait for you guys to read this too, which is why I am so freaking excited that the generous folks over at nutritionfacts.org have put 3 copies aside for you guys. And not only that, but they are 3 autographed copies. I am so excited for this. Okay, so if you want to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is make sure that you're subscribed here, which is like super easy peasy, right? Because, you know, you're probably already subscribed. And then when this video goes live, I'm going to post over on my Instagram a picture of me with this amazing book. All of the instructions will be on that post, so don't freak out. All right, my friends, on that note, I don't know if you've been able to hear it, but my stomach has been sincerely growling over the last few minutes. So I'm gonna wrap this up, but I cannot wait to dive into the weight loss series with you guys. It is going to be amazing, and we're gonna be revisiting this baby a lot. But now it's time for food.
I like that one.
You want the fugly one? Alright. Alright, my friends. There is our beautiful breakfast. It is a smoothie bowl, perhaps one of the first smoothie bowls I've ever made. So the smoothie base is frozen strawberries, bananas, orange zest, and a little bit of almond milk. Blended that up, then I cut up some bananas. I have some wild blueberries, and then dragon fruit from our yard. It's such a treat.
I can't believe they just grow in our backyard.
I can, because I planted them there. Alright, so this is going to be my delicious breakfast. I'm going to enjoy it in peace, and I will see you guys for lunch. Ready. I made some bread this morning. I had pre-mixed all of the ingredients last night, so all I had to do is like dump everything together into the bread maker and turn it on, and then it is fresh and ready for me for lunch. Beautiful. And I had pre-made some guacamole last night that we had with dinner, and we had some leftover chickpeas, so I blended up some hummus as well. And now I have this beautiful lunch that's ready for me in just a matter of a few seconds. So good. Pretty good.
Oh, that's really good.
That's good. It's gonna be a good lunch. I'm on my way out the door to go on some appointments, and then I will be back home to make some dinner. I'll see you guys then.
How about the other one?
You want to taste test that one too?
Yeah, of course.
That's really good. Thank you.
Bread is nice and chewy.
Bread is so good when it's fresh out of the oven. Okie dokes, my friends. So there is dinner. I have a veritable feast, a fresh kale salad with red onions and tomatoes, The dressing is a little bit of tahini, just a little splash of sweet chili sauce, lime juice, garlic, and I think that's it. I have some steamed pumpkin that I cooked on low pressure in the Instant Pot for 1 minute, some guacamole left over from lunch, and some bread and hummus from lunch as well. And then I have these really yummy soybean burger type patties right there. We had a hilarious naming competition last year. I think the name we settled on were Soy Boys or SOBs, soy oat balls, because I make them with blended up soybeans and some whole soybeans thrown in for good measure, and oats. And then I like to add in garlic, onion, and carrots, as well as some herbs and spices, and I change those up every time I make it to suit the meal that I'm making. So this time it just has a little bit of turmeric in it. I could have used curry powder, whatever, and a spoonful of tomato paste blended with the soybeans. And then for this recipe, I add in 1 little pinch of kelp powder, and that kind of gives it like a fishy, oceany taste to it, because these remind me of the salmon patties that my mom used to make when I was a kid, and I frickin' loved those things, and I feel so good to have a plant-based, whole food plant-based version of those. All right, you guys, so that is going to be it for me for this video. It was wonderful to get back to my what I eat in a day roots, and I cannot wait to explore the weight loss series with you guys, and I cannot wait for you guys to get your copies of How Not to Diet. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. I have 3 autographed copies for you guys. Oh, it's gonna be so good, so make sure you pop over to my Instagram my Instagram page, and follow the post that has to do with the How Not to Diet giveaway there. I am so excited. All right, you guys, as always, make better choices for yourself. No one is gonna do it for you, and take really, really good care. I'm gonna go put my face in this. It looks so good, and I will see you guys hopefully very soon. Thank you for being so patient. I love you guys. Bye. Stop flipping out. You look like I belong on the Brady Bunch. Just put it up. Solid. Welcome back.